Hello, hello, hello. Happy Monday. How you guys doing? Hello, Rasky. Hello, Jimmy. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good. Hi, Rule Q. There's no PS5 cam. I should just put the PS5 into the kitty tree, should I? Cause yeah, we're playing on PC today. But that would be hilarious. Live PS5 cam. If enough people request that, I mean, sure. Indeed, today is not a traditional movie night. We're playing this interactive movie, sort of. It's an FMV point and click game. Moistiku, my. This is by Tiana Studios. I was just checking if I've played anything from them. It seems not, but like they didn't have many games on Steam. I don't know if this is their first one actually. All I know is that this was kickstarted some time ago, which is nothing new in today's world. But I'm quite excited. Such a rarity that one should have a PS5 cam instead of kitty cats are common, that's true. Though there's no other Eos and Nala anywhere. Then again, like it was basically all big streamers were just like sent one. So it's not such rarity on stream, I guess. Yeah, I'm excited. Depending on how this game goes today, I might play on the PS5 for the very first time tomorrow. if I can stream tomorrow, that is. I should be able to. It's exciting. Anyway, let's get to this game, shall we? Let me know how the volume is. I fiddled it with a little bit. For some reason, there's no sound on this screen. I turned up the speech to the max and I lowered the background music and the SFX a little bit. Let's see how it goes. I've not played with my PS5 yet. No, we played Hitman all weekend, but we're almost done with Hitman 2. We only have like the last DLC mission left, and I already ordered Hitman 3 for the PS5. So that's gonna be that's officially my first ever PS5 game purchase, because the other games that I have are either like free or upgrades from PS4. Astra's Playroom is fun. Yeah, I've heard good things about it. I want to play other games though. Let's go! Movie time. I hope you got snacks. I have no idea what this game is about. But it looks intense. And it's got cool colors.
Good and evil, light and dark, the eternal struggle resonating through time and space. You're scared, Gideon.
Scared? Of what?
Of me.
The face.
Pathetic. Nothing scares me, Sarah. Least of all you.
We both know that's not true. You're scared of love.
You know nothing. Nothing of true power.
Evil isn't power. It's weakness.
I can destroy the universe with a snap of my fingers.
Yes, you can. But you're
Really?
alone. Alone for eternity.
Oh, how can I be alone when I have you?
You don't have me. He does.
Then he will pay. There's your weakness, Sarah. I'm gonna make him suffer, and all you can do is watch.
Oh, Gideon. You have no idea of our real strength.
Then the game begins.
Oh yeah. What is going on? What? Who are they? If Gideon can destroy the universe with a snap of his finger? Is he God? What is this? There's apparently some like familiar actors in this one from other FMV games. Yet I've not played that many of them, so I'm not sure I recognize. We'll see. Is this the cinematic 24 FPS experience? Is that why it looks kind of weird? What?
The local village of Merrywine is preparing for its greatest invasion since the Norman Conquest, as this is the prime location to watch the solar eclipse in 2 days' time. Thousands are expected to join the community, and Merrywine Hall is booked to capacity. However, not all residents are happy with the number of so-called UFO nuts who have joined the community. Mrs. Brandy Mantle of Portsmouth Road claims that her prized chihuahua has choked on dangerous balloon debris and has called for the
Poor chihuahua
to be removed from the country. Perhaps your issue is one of intolerance rather than threat from aliens. Hugh Chadwick, Merrywine News, back to the studio.
Throughout this story, you will be given interactive choices. Be careful which choices you make, as these can and will determine how the story progresses. Some choices can bring positive outcomes, and some choices will not. Choose carefully. Okay, are we gonna kill everybody? Take out the rubbish, say goodnight to children. Good guy says goodnight. Oh hell yeah. Customized PS4 controller? Hey Kylie, how you doing? Just in time, this movie is just starting.
Oh. Hey Andy. Come on, turn it off now, mate. School in the morning, okay?
Oh, Dad! I'm in the middle of a game. Can I just finish?
Andy, turn it off now.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. I'll give you whatever. Anyway, see you in the morning, mate. Okay? Love you. Night-night.
Can't just like stop playing on every given second. Dad should know.
Daddy, don't forget to kiss Cuddles.
Oh, silly me, how can I forget to kiss Cuddles? Oh, Cuddles, I am so sorry. Good night, Cuddles.
Dad?
We just woke her up.
We both do. We both wish you was loving. But, and I'll tell you what, how about tomorrow me and you play with those toys we got from the camp boot sale? How does that sound?
Yay!
Yay! Okay, right, come on, I've got to go now.
Yay,
You get
playing
to
with
sleep.
toys.
Night-night.
Dad,
Oh, yes.
you stop having those dreams.
Right. Here I am again. Oh, I'm never going to get to bed at this rate. Right, what we said about dreams before. Dreams are just that. They're just dreams. They're not real. Okay? Besides, what's that up there?
Dreamcatcher.
Yeah. And who bought you that?
No.
And why did she buy that? To keep the bad dreams away. Okay? And you know what? Besides all that, Daddy's here, and Daddy will never, ever let anything happen to you, and Daddy will always be here for you. Okay? I promise. Yeah?
Dreamcatcher looks spooky.
Look forward to
It's
tomorrow.
gonna look
Got some
like a
toys to
ghost in
play
the
with.
dark.
Right, okay, so night-night, Ruby, night-night, Mr. Cuddles. Mwah. Get some sleep. Night-night, sweetheart.
I think Dreamcatchers are
Hey,
cool,
Ruby.
but
Do you reckon this will suit me?
Oh.
Night-night,
I'm
sweetheart.
scared I'll be using it wrong or like offensively or something. Cute llama though. Uh-oh. Are we gonna need the X-Files sound clip? We're gonna probably need it this stream a lot. I can sense it.
The total eclipse. Tell me about it, Ken. And it was only 3 years ago since the last eclipse.
And you'll catch the good dreams instead.
Talk about strange.
Right.
It's like the whole universe has decided to give
No,
us
just
a
because it's like
voiceover
an...
this century.
Isn't it like an
How is this
Indian
even
thing?
possible? Crazy
I mean, like
times, but the
Native
entire world
American
seems to
Indian?
love it.
And who would believe how much excitement this event has stirred up so far? I know for a fact that I, for one, will be right there, sun goggly thingies on, and staring straight up at that bad boy.
Well, you go right ahead and do that. I'll just substitute
So I
my
guess
knowledge
Mom
for
has
just
died.
the good stuff.
Or
Why does
something.
that not surprise me, Susie? Hey, I might even join you at some point there. You know, I was gonna say something so dumb just then. I'm not gonna say it.
Now let's just
Why did you have
looking.
to go?
on. You can't do that to me.
I was literally gonna
Yeah,
ask if
she
someone could
is.
be out that day.
Just watching over Cyan Cat.
This is exactly
The only answer I want.
Say anything.
Why?
This has made my day. Ken comes out with
Kids
a
miss you?
classic. Classic Ken.
I miss
We
you.
should call this segment that Classic Ken Hour.
We all miss you very much.
Or she was abducted by aliens.
Incidentally, the weather.
I haven't watched X-Files in a while. Our HBO sub ran out.
Darling husband? You must be shattered there with all that sitting down.
Oh, I am truly exhausted, oh beautiful wife of mine. But I have to rest because I have to prepare this beautifully chiselled temple of mine, of course, in preparation for our lovely meal tonight, our anniversary meal, which I am sure will be both lovely and fairly priced.
Seriously, I have no idea how I put up with you.
Well, I know why. It's because I'm treating you to KFC tonight.
Oh, it's a good job I love you, Dean Hamilton. A very good job.
Wow. Anniversary meal at KFC.
And I'm blessed that
Sure,
you're
I mean, maybe it's her
Exciting
favorite
too.
restaurant ever.
I wouldn't change you one bit for the entire world, Mrs. Sarah Hamilton. I wouldn't change you for the world.
Yeah, maybe it's the place where they met or something. Could be nice. I was too hasty to judge, maybe. Was he drinking vodka? It's happening. Oh, he was definitely drinking vodka.
Kids! Come on, school! I'll make you breakfast, okay? Right.
Cute bowls.
Kids!
Hi, Jonah. Good evening.
Kids! Come on!
Maybe they already went to school.
What are they doing?
Ooh. Go to hallway. Seems like the only option. Okay.
Andy! Ruby!
Important choices. I'm glad it's like easing it in, sort of. When you see the interact icon below, this means that you can interact with something within the scene. Click on this to activate it. Go upstairs, go to living room, go to kitchen, leave house. Oh, I did not think that would be the keys. Okay. When you pick up items throughout the adventure, they will show up here in your inventory. You can look at these items and sometimes use them by clicking on them. Okay, shall we look for the kids? I mean, logically, they would be asleep, right? Point and click mechanics, yeah. I'm a teeny tiny bit bummed that you couldn't play this with a controller, but it's all good. Well, I didn't try, but Steam didn't say that I could, so... Hi, Tanza, how you doing? I'm just trying to put myself in his shoes and less on, like, a video game player's shoes. Well, he's not in his bed. Let me guess. Ruby's not either. Oh. No. She's left the mask here.
Ruby?
Where the hell could they possibly be? They clearly haven't left early for school because all of their school stuff is still here. I wish I hadn't drunk as much as I did last night. What have I done? I need to find them.
How does the little girl have such a huge bed? Let's look in the house for maybe more stuff to pick up or something. Before we leave. I don't think they're in here though. We were just in the kitchen. Go to back garden. Oh, let's try that. Grab a cake. I've had enough cake for a while, you know, though. There's these cute owls everywhere. I love it. Well, okay. Cake is a lie. My cake was real.
I'd better take my phone, just in case they somehow try to call me.
Did I miss the phone somewhere? Wrong game. Did I miss the phone? Was there like... Oh, yeah. Okay. Is the icon always in the bottom right corner? You guys don't even see it, so you can't help me. You can't yell at me. Phone is in the fridge, right?
Actually, I'm not leaving the house just yet. Not without some kind of clue as to where they might have gone.
Is there anything in my phone? Oh. Obviously, you can't click on anything on the screen. Was there no Jerry in here? Should I have, like, touch this? Oh. Okay, let's not call people. Let's watch video 001.mp4.
Oh, what's that on you? Let's have a look. What's that on you?
Oh my god, Dean, will you stop filming everything?
Cool.
Here she is, look. This is what she looks like first thing.
Oh, Dean!
First thing on the morning.
No! Leave my pajamas!
So what are your plans today, sweetheart?
Being lazy, is that alright?
Sounds like a good plan.
I think so too.
Where are the kids?
They're in the den.
Again?
Yeah.
I
Den.
love that place.
Well, it's nice and peaceful here, so...
No, so you're not complaining.
Den.
Well, apart from you. Might go join them in the den.
What if Ruby and Andy have gone to play in their den before school? They seem to love that place.
This seems to be the mom, yeah. Let's watch the rest before we go. My goodness, it has wings!
That looks got big for. Why did you call me big for?
Oh, I just like the way it sounds.
Well,
What
you
have-
know,
I
they say
never
about
thought
having
of
big
that.
feet.
Not in front of the children.
Oh, sorry.
You know, when
Merry
decorating.
Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas.
Love you all.
We love you too.
She's here, is Ruby, look, with her mismatching pyjamas as usual.
Dad,
Yeah.
shut up, Dad.
Huh, charming.
Mum,
Mm-hmm.
can we play with some toys tomorrow?
No, we've got to go and do some gardening tomorrow. We can.
What's wrong with her? Okay, so we have a clue. We have Sarah and Julian. Yeah. Hello?
It'd be totally out of character for Andy and Ruby to have gone to play in their den before school. But I'm getting concerned, and having a quick look around seems like my only option at the moment. I feel sick.
I had to click on the keys to get out of the house. Is that a thing?
Wait, what if they come home while I'm out? But then again, what if they are playing in their den?
How far is the den?
What should I do?
Okay, I don't know any of these places yet, so let's go exploring, I guess. Farm lane. I don't know where this den is. Dude. Dude.
Hi. Any change, could you, mate?
He's got no money. He's got only one shoe. I'm not sure this is the best place to, like, get money, though. This seems like a very quiet street. Hi, Crazy. How you doing? I don't know how wealthy we are. Is the video really dark? No? Not... It's normal? Yeah, it's very dark in OBS. Why? Why? Is this any better? Okay, what the hell? What? The game capture is like mega dark, apparently. And this is now monitor capture. Don't ask me why. Let's just leave it at that. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Now you can't. Okay. 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 For a moment, I was worried. Everything's fine.
You're a star, bud. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
It's the dark side of the moon. Oh my god, are we on the moon?
You've happened to have seen two children around here? No. No, sorry, mate. I haven't seen them.
Okay. You take care now. Bye-bye.
Have a good day, my friend.
Okay. Where is the damn den? These games are always odd? Odd how? Just the whole concept of mixing RL with game is weird. It's like so many games try to be extremely realistic to the point where you're not really sure if it's real or not. But when you know it's real, it's weird, huh? Shaun of the Dead vibe? A little bit, maybe. I just can't imagine like how many takes they've had to film, you know, because like you can choose all the different stuff and in which order it may make a difference, and you know there's several different endings. It's like, I don't know, let's say we have a 2-hour game. Imagine how many hours they've filmed the stuff. I think it's real impressive. Well, there's no one here. Is it now forward or back? Like, didn't we come from there? So do I go forward? Okay. So they're not at the church. I'm not surprised, but we're just checking places out. Free Wi-Fi is painted on the wall. Well, it doesn't seem like there's anything in here. Panelwoods? Puffer.
Hope to God I'm making the right choice here.
Free wife? Yeah, like, I would be worried. At that point, like, maybe something's not right if you have to pay for your wife.
Two children. Have you seen two children?
Oh, sorry, I haven't. No, I haven't.
Oh!
Saga!
I don't know what I'm expecting here. It'd make no sense whatsoever for them to walk this far from home before school. My heart's pounding that much, it hurts.
Well, I'm not giving up now. Why this music?
Here we are. The kid's den. Please, please be in here.
Ruby! Andy!
Don't they have phones? Of course they don't. What was the name of the bunny? I forgot.
Cuddles.
Cuddles, that's it.
What the hell? Andy! Ruby! Who's there? Ruby! Andy!
Uh-oh.
Who are you? What do you know?
Please calm down.
It,
Let me
it's
explain.
most likely
Where
like
are
the
they?
kid saw
Oh, no,
something.
I'm sorry. I'm
What do you know? Where are my kids?
Please calm down. Let me explain.
Where
I'm sorry.
are my kids?
I don't know.
Where are they?
Sus woman!
Where are you going? What do you know?
Run after her? What? Maybe he's too hungover. We are a nice, normal family. Oh my god, who has that? It's like That's basically proof that you're not normal. Oh my god, I want that on my door whenever I have a family.
Merrywine Police Department.
Hello? Yeah. My children have vanished. I don't know where they are.
Okay, sir, what's your name?
It's Dean. Dean Hamilton. I found my daughters.
And what's your address, Mr. Hamilton?
It's one Rose Music.
My address is
I found
one.
my daughter's Teddy.
And your two children's names?
Ruby and Andrew Hamilton. Ruby's 10 and Andrew is 13. The last time I saw them was when I tucked them into bed last night and I haven't seen them since. Please help me.
I understand, please. Calm down.
The
I don't know what
detail.
to do. I need help.
Please remain calm, Mr. Hamilton. At what time did you realise they weren't at home?
Around 7 o'clock this morning, or thereabouts.
And what were you doing last night?
Getting hammered.
I was drinking and watching TV.
There is absolutely no
Thank you, Mr. Hamilton. I've
use
just
in
requested an officer to
lying.
your address. Please try to remain calm. They're on their way now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, apparently this has
Sorry.
some actors from other games. So you're probably right. Which FMV games have I played? I played Erica and I played The Bunker. I don't remember if I played any others. Okay, so now I'm in the daughter's room. Like, what? What are we gonna do? Actually, can we put the bunny?
Cuddles. Ruby's Teddy. Her friend. Why was it at their den?
We're not putting the bunny here. Did something just fly downstairs? What am I supposed to do? Am I just waiting for the cops to show? Let's call our friends. Or is Sarah the mom? I have no idea. Cuddles is working with the alien. Wow, Julian.
Julian? Yeah, it's Dean. I don't know where my kids are. I woke up this morning and they're not there.
Alright, mate, calm down. Have you phoned the police?
Yeah, I've just got off the phone to them now. They're on the way.
Right, look, I'm at work in a minute, mate. Look, I'll be round as soon as I can.
Okay. All right, thank you. I'm sorry. Okay, thank you.
Mr. Hamilton?
Wow.
Yes? I'm Detective Blackwell. May I come in?
Why is he so intimidating?
Mr. Hamilton, I understand this must be very difficult for you, but there's a few questions I need to ask.
May I come in? He's already inside.
I just want them back home. Please, ask away.
Ruby and Andrew. Ruby is 10 years old and Andrew is 13. Is that correct?
It is, yeah.
And the last time you saw them was when you put them to bed last night?
That's right, yeah, around 7 o'clock.
And you haven't seen them since? You didn't hear anything throughout the night or this morning?
Nothing, no.
And where did you sleep? In your bedroom? Downstairs?
I slept on the sofa.
React with aggression.
Yeah.
That's not a good idea.
I'm sorry. I know these questions can be trying. Is there a Mrs. Hamilton, Dean?
There was. Not anymore.
I'm sorry to hear that. Did your kids have anywhere they like to go and play? The park, for example?
Yes, they have a den. It's just down the lane. The weird thing is, I went there this morning and I found this. This is my daughter's teddy. She, this is the thing, the weird thing is, she had that with her when I tucked her into bed last night.
So this was found in the kids' den this morning?
Yeah, it was. I am so worried. This is so unlike them, especially Ruby.
How's your relationship with your children?
They're my children. I love them to bits. They're my world.
Any recent arguments?
He's like strangling the bunny.
Well,
I'm scared of the detective guy.
So you argue with them?
Why do I feel like you're putting words in my mouth, detective? What I mean about arguments is things like, oh, you know, you haven't eaten any vegetables, or it's time to go to bed. That's what I mean by arguments and disagreements. Detective, what exactly are you writing down?
Notes, Mr. Hamilton, just notes. Please calm down.
Right. So what exactly happens now? Do you send out a search party?
No, nothing happens yet.
I think my mom's finally made a Twitch account.
24 hours.
And what happens in the meantime?
You sit and wait, Mr. Hamilton.
And that's it? I sit and wait?
Please, I understand this is a very emotionally charged time for you. There's procedures in place for these kind of cases. Rest assured, Dean, I'll personally...
Yay! Hi, Mom.
I'm sorry. I just want them back home. I don't know how to feel.
Here you are, Dean. Something to remember Ruby by.
What? As if she's dead?
Try to remain positive.
What is this detective guy? Oh my god.
So what do I do if I need to contact
Don't you worry about anything like that, Mr. Hamilton.
Is this a real cop? Even? Somebody else picked up 911. Or is it 112 in Britain? I don't know. Detective is great. I don't trust him. I want an actual police, please. This must be Julian? You trusted him, okay. Has the dad now vanished too? Julian comes and there's nobody in here.
You can't keep doing this shit to yourself, Dean. I mean, you're not thinking straight. I mean, you left the back door open, for God's sake. What did the police say?
Nothing. They're doing
I don't think the police said
nothing.
anything, because I don't
Can't
think
do
that was the
anything
police.
for 24 hours. That's when it becomes a missing persons case, Julian. A missing persons case? These are my kids. I don't know what to do.
I wonder, like, is there really no special rules for when the missing people are kids as young as 10?
Mate, you stay strong.
Do you, like,
They're out there.
actually have to wait for 24 hours?
And I'm with you every step of the way. You need to cut this crap out. This isn't helping.
I'm half expecting them to walk in at any moment and everything's gonna be okay, you know?
I know, mate. I know.
I've looked everywhere. I don't know where else to look.
We haven't actually looked at the school.
Let me look again. Dave, come on.
Yeah, they were the younger one was 10, so I was thinking 10 is quite young. I mean, I get like a 13-year-old, yeah, could be out with
Julian's
friends or
right.
something.
I look again. I am not going to sit around, no matter what that Detective Blackwell said. Perhaps I can find some clues to Ruby and Andy's whereabouts.
Okay.
Hello?
Dean, it's Bexley.
Bexley.
Julian's girlfriend, Bexley.
Yes, Bexley.
Could
I'm
be.
sorry,
Yeah,
Bexley.
good
I'm
point, Jimmy.
not quite with it at the moment.
Listen, I'm just calling to see if there's a reason that Ruby and Andy aren't at school today. I've just called the register and they're not.
Oh my god, they're zooming in on the...
Yeah.
What was this about? I don't know. But I'm always gonna tell the truth.
Yeah, look, Bexley, truth be told, I'm in a bit of a situation here. I've woken up this morning and my children aren't here and I don't know where they are. I was hoping they would have come to school, but obviously that's not the case.
I don't really know why people are often too proud to tell anyone their
Listen, I've got to
problems.
go. Thanks for
When it's
calling,
like,
Bexley. Bye-bye.
if you tell them a reason, or like about the issue, they will 100% understand. It's like, it's not your fault, damn it. Like, why do you hide that? Okay, let's look at the garden again. Should be less time missing, yeah. Maybe 10 is old enough. Some things are a burden. Yeah. But what was that phone call about? Was it like, why are you not at work? Or what was that? I didn't pay attention. So like in that case. I don't know, maybe I'm just too open, but I feel weird about not telling a legit reason. I didn't listen. Me neither. Got distracted by the sign, exactly. Hey, we can look up something here. Let's hack into his laptop. Is there no battery left? Like, the kid's got a PS4 and a laptop, but no phone, apparently.
Password.
Yeah, this was in the boys' room, and apparently it's their common laptop. She said she was Julian's friend. Oh, was she asking like, where's Julian? Enter password. Can I type in this? No?
Cuddles. Ruby's teddy. Her friend. Why was it at their den?
Maybe I need a hint somewhere? I was trying to like put Cuddles as the password because, yeah. My guess would have been like the den or whatever because it's their like common thing. Yeah, I've had a phone since I was young as well. just so that I could call if anything happened. Nothing basically happened, but... And also... Back then, phones weren't really... I think I got my phone when I went to 6th grade, which would be... 11 or 12 years old. But I mean, back then, they're, yeah. Cell phones were just becoming a thing. I'm sure nowadays kids get even much earlier. I didn't check the girls' room yet. What age are you on grade 8 or 10? Oh no, is that her diary? Oh no. This is bad, but I mean, we might have to.
I cried again today because Mummy's still not home. I hope she does come home soon though. I miss her lots and lots. This is my favourite photo of her. I do not like school anymore because Harry says he fancies Sarah more than me. She was my friend. Me and Daddy went to the park. I met a boy and a girl and we played on the swing, but that was it because we had to go home and get some dinner. Daddy keeps crying. He says it's because his heart hurts. I really wish I could hold myself together in front of my kids. I overheard Uncle Julian telling Daddy that he has met a new lady called Bexley or something. Uncle Julian seems happy. Daddy keeps crying. I think he misses Mummy as much as I do. And Andy. I do, Ruby. I do.
Grade 8 is 14. Okay. That's the math.
Mummy bought me a dream catcher, and Daddy says it will keep away the bad dreams. I hope he's right. Maybe the dream catcher takes a bit of time before it starts to work, because I still keep seeing the nasty man at the bottom of my bed.
Who's been stalking my kids? Oh no.
I have a feeling that something bad is going to happen. I am scared.
So much today. Yeah, Bexley was probably her.
Ruby mentions the dream catcher. It really didn't seem to stop her nightmares.
That was a long diary. Does that give us any hint on what the password could be? Like, I'm expecting the option for a password to, like, be here. Because I can't type. Should we just leave the house? Maybe the weird woman is back at the den or something. Maybe we'll run into her in general. No scary music this time. If I click on the laptop now, will it teleport me back to the house?
Andy and Ruby's laptop I bought for them after Sarah left. I left it in the house.
Okay, it doesn't. That could have been a nice shortcut. Nothing at the den. I'm just testing the game, okay? Nothing at the public house. I don't expect there to be anything at the church until there's like a prompt like, hey, we need to go to the church. This place must exist for a reason, but it seems like it's very far away because there's this like flyby over the houses and that is sus, but we can't do anything about it. That's one huge pocket. Yeah, okay. There was the homeless dude at the farm lane. Has anything changed? Well, he took my money and left. Great. I think he's sus. We never saw his face, even. Okay, what the hell are we doing? Oh, whoops. The other back. Except animated, but yeah.
I cried again today because Mummy's still not home. I hope...
Let's go Bexley.
No answer.
I'm guessing Sarah is the mom, so... Oh my god, what if she answers? This is a totally different sound. I don't think it's, like, connecting at all. Sassy? I think that's a normal selfie. How did I access the videos? There was like that interact icon on the bottom right. It's no longer there. Come on, mate.
No answer.
Wow. You're being rude. Okay, I don't know what to do. Yeah. Hidden by Nala. I'm not sure what to do about that. I want Nala to stay in the corner though. What the heck? Am I supposed to figure out the password already? They seem to, like, increase over time, the amount of contacts. It started with 2. What the heck are we doing? I'm like just trying to find clues about the password. That's really what I'm trying to do here, but oh no, don't tell me. He plugs it in and plugs it out every single time.
Ruby mentions the dream catcher that her mum bought for her. I wonder if it's the password.
Okay, so we can try stuff by clicking on the inventory items. And before, only 3 more attempts left. Gotta save electricity bill. Okay. We got in! Haxed. Oh my god, they need to learn how to do the... Oh my god, Ruby's like full on makeup. Let's look at untitled2.jpg. They're drinking, but she seems like the only drunk one. We in. They're using bad passwords. Okay. System shedding. Shedding. Yeah, she seems absolutely wasted. Nothing we can do in here. Games? Oh hell yeah. What games do they have? I think these games are somehow related. Like, isn't this what Jimmy mentioned, contradiction? And I think one of these 2 I saw on Steam when I was checking the developers page. So they're probably all somehow connected. Yeah, I feel a bit uncomfortable looking at like a zoomed in hand. Okay. Internet. Let's look at their browsing history. Searchalize. Really? We can't do anything in here? Let me make sure that there's no interactions available. I need to remember to look at the bottom right corner. It needs to like blink or something. We don't know how to searchalize. I don't want to searchalize. I just want to look at what they've been like searchalizing. Is that it? There's nothing. Are you kidding me? There's nothing on the PC. A note from under the door. Googlerize. Meet me where we first met. Oh, that must be the woman. That must be the nervous lady. We've not met anyone else outside our house. Except the homeless guy. Which one do you guys think it is? Is the note from the woman? Yahoo Arise and Bangarize. Do you mean Bingarize? Could be either. I gotta decide which one to check first, though. Okay, but how about DuckDuckGo Arise? I think the farm lane is like easier to check. Well, there's no one here. Panelwoods.
You came then?
So you sent the note.
Follow me.
Yeah, this time.
I think I better.
Yeah. I wanted to do so the first time already. Progress! Yes. Oh my god, she's Mulder. She's Mulder and we're gonna be Scully, aren't we? Oh. She was like, what you think of my little mouth?
So, who are you?
I'm me.
Oh my god, the computer
Nothing special.
sounds.
I just know a lot more than most people because I opened my eyes.
Okay.
You must have a name.
Alex. With a Y.
Oh, okay, Alex with a Y. What do you know? Where are my kids?
Dean.
How the hell do you know my name?
Dean, there's something you need to know. Please, look at this.
Alex, where are my kids? What do you know?
Please, let me explain. See this? Take a good look at this monitor. Look.
She's
look.
just a Mulder.
What is this?
This, Dean, is a snapshot taken from a satellite the night your kids were taken.
Alex, what is this shit? Please tell me what you know. I do not understand this.
Aliens.
Please. I wish my wife was here.
Dean. Dean, please, 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 Dean, please. Please, calm down. I didn't take your children. I can assure you of that. And I know you wish your wife was here. But I'm here to help you. What I'm showing you will seem crazy, random, unconnected even. I understand what you must be thinking, but please, Dean, I'm begging you, please. Let me show you something. Because I'm sure I know what's happened
to America.
But please, I want you to understand that I'm here to help you.
Why should I trust you?
Because I'm the only person you can trust.
I kind of believe her though. The detective was so sus.
Hey Alex, show what you've got.
Look again. I know, it looks like a blur of random colours, but this was taken from a satellite
I see.
hacked into.
Oh, hat.
I see Great Britain and Ireland.
Hat, what do you do? What is this shit?
This is what I do. Do you trust your government? Do you really believe that everything you've ever been told is the truth? Do you not think that there just might be more out there than we're not on? Everything we know about our country, our planet, our universe is because of what we've been told, be it through media or books or whatever. Nah. Huh. No, we just nod and accept it like sheep. Meh. No, I don't.
Are you telling me the
As I
Earth
was
is
saying-
not flat?
As I was saying, it looks like a random mess of colours, but there's more to it than there appears. What
I don't
these
get it.
are, Dean, are actual readings. Electromagnetic readings with trace readings of radiation.
You have lost me already.
It's really quite simple.
It does seem it. It really does seem really.
Every year, there are literally thousands of supposed abductions with witness accounts.
Oh hell yeah, here we go.
Witness accounts. Talking about aliens. Little green men.
They're not always green.
Nice.
Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? Believe me, I know exactly how this sounds.
Yeah, it sounds pathetic, is what it sounds.
Dean, take a look at these satellite readings from all the recent well-known alien abduction locations. The evidence speaks for itself, don't you think? Open your mind! Oh, God. Are you okay?
Hi, E.T. I want so many gifts from this.
This is going to sound crazy. The night before my children vanished, God, this sounds stupid.
Do you mean yesterday?
I saw something.
What did you see?
He sounds crazy. He sounds ridiculous.
There was this.
It was a light.
Oh
the sky.
yeah, the little flying
a
light.
Pulsating globe. It pulsated the once and then it was gone. I really didn't think anything of it.
The signs are all there. What's happening soon?
What do you mean, what happens soon?
What solar event is happening soon?
The solar eclipse?
Right.
I don't see the connection.
Most abductions take place just before a significant solar event. In this case, the total eclipse.
Why? If this is true, then why?
Rip his
Why
eyes,
these
and in any
things
case.
You're not going to like what I've got to say next.
Alex, I can't possibly get any more down than I am right now.
There is no God.
Whoa.
Not as we know it.
Revelations.
Not as we've been told.
How do you possibly know any of this?
Do you believe in God?
He ventures outside, right?
No.
Okay. That's ultimately your choice.
Is that the wrong answer?
No. There isn't one. Certainly not some single being that created us all. But of course that leads to the question then, how did we all get here? Right? They made us.
The aliens
Is this
made
bullshit?
the colorful little
Is it,
men.
Dean? Just look at the Egyptians. We were always told that they worshipped the sun, right? Wrong. They worshipped them. Just take a close look at their hieroglyphs. It's all there. Little objects, discs, little men. It's all hidden in plain sight that it's laughable that we've been programmed by the regime to block out the obvious. The truth would ultimately be our destroyer.
If this is true, then why aren't we being told the truth?
Control. The powers that be wouldn't be able to be who they want to be if we so much as knew there was far superior life out there with more power than them. It's all about control. It always has been.
Okay. So now what? Why have they taken my kids?
Because their species is dying. They created us from them. But as the generations have passed since the start of life on Earth, some genetics have faded. Why, I'm not sure. A sort of evolution that they didn't anticipate, I presume. They need the remaining few who still unwittingly contain strong strands of that DNA to extract and then recreate themselves. To reclone themselves.
Reclone? And my kids have this DNA? Then why didn't they take me? Because surely if they have it, I have it too.
I can't answer that one, Dean, I'm sorry.
Wait a second.
Unless it comes from the
They
mom.
created us to start with. Then why can't they just recreate themselves?
They can, but only when the solar eclipse is actually happening, because this is when the conditions of the DNA extraction are at their prime. Solar flares and alignment. They can only extract the DNA when the conditions are right.
And what about my kids? What happens to them after the
I don't
extraction?
know.
The majority of abductions made for the purposes of DNA extractions are adult abductees. They return shortly after, sometimes months or after years.
What about children?
It's not really clear what happened to the mom. It's kind of indicated that
Alex.
she's dead, but they've not actually
What
ever
about
said
children? What about my kids? It's the same, right? They're returned. They'll be returned.
I think what he literally said was like, there was a missus, but no more. Not anymore or something. So it's like, she didn't die, she just stopped existing. Okay. I do find these kind of like theories very entertaining. It's fun to watch all kinds of like alien or whatever theories. So look at Nella, she's being like super duper chill. Beam me up, mommy! Okay, what am I supposed to do now? I'm hoping something will happen when I go home.
Alex? But what? The news? Why? Alright, okay. Right now.
Welcome back to day 2 of our Eclipse Countdown, where this sleepy village has been shocked to discover that the local vicar, Reverend English, has been having an affair with the local verger. Whereas anywhere else, this story would be vergering on the ridiculous.
Uh-oh.
Here in Marywine, this...
They won't tell you about the lights in the sky. Look up. Open your eyes.
Excuse me.
Don't try
This
and
is not
drop
what
me
I
in
thought she
male
meant.
mainstream patriarch.
Well, I've been called far worse.
You're part of the cover-up. You!
So this is Alex with no surname.
I don't identify with male property or progeny. Something is coming to this village, something evil, and people have to listen to the truth.
Well, this will be all over social media by now, so you've made
This
a point.
isn't for publicity. I'm just a voice shouting the truth.
No, just shouting. And for now, back to Clementine in the studio.
I bet you're a pervert.
What? What? Wow. She cray cray. Out of nowhere, yeah. Church bells. Something's probably happening at the church now. Show the snacks. Clementine. I have another one which is still full. Did we pass out again? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what's this? I'm glad this is like half a movie. Like, actually. Somewhat of a movie, so I can just like chill and have snacks while we play. Yeah, rescue. Play my game, do as you're told, go to the Chamber of Bones, do not call the police, I think it said. Let's obey. Yeah, like you're just like watching some Netflix before going to before doing any of the evening stuff. Then you wake up and it's like 2 a.m. You're, what?
And thank you, Clementine. Well, strange weather conditions have hit Merrywine today on the day of the eclipse. I can tell you, even though I'm a soft southerner, it is very chilly here today. This is, of course, fueling government conspiracy theorists that the eclipse is part of a great cover-up. But covering up what? Well, if aliens do make an appearance today, I will be the first to take them for a pint in the local. Back to the studio.
Yeah, the police is pretty sus, to be honest.
The demand reads, play my game. Do as you're told. Go to the Chamber of Bones. Do not call the police.
Okay, well, let's play this game. Chamber of Bones is probably something in the graveyard. I love games, yeah. That's what we're doing. Oh, we can go to Alex's house now, like straight from here. That's good. Like, I'm not sure who this is who sent this message. The handwriting seemed very different to the note that Alex sent us. So, excuse me. So, I don't think it's Alex. And because of that, I'm a bit surprised that we didn't call Alex, because I kind of do trust her more than the detective at this point. So I would want to talk to Alex about this. Are we invited to a beta test? Maybe we'll find out. Yeah. But the only options were like, call the police or do not call the police. The whole town is sus. Oh my god, this is the alien. This is the Eclipse town. I bet it's that like that coffin looking thing back here. Yeah, okay. See, there's a note. We can't get in there, but there's a note. Is that Ruby's hairband? Good, you're playing along well so far. Now go to the red box. What red box? Should we call the police? Hi Rick, how you doing? Nah, like at this point, I'm kind of ready to call the police. It may be that they're made very sus looking just so you wouldn't like automatically call the police. Long time no see. Exactly. Hope you've been well. Okay, sure. We'll obey. Treasure hunt is more fun. Where is this red box? I have no idea. Oh, was it at the public house? Well, public house is easy to check at least. Yeah, I guess it's this because we can interact. So it's the phone booth. Rick, thank you so much for resubscribing. Much, much appreciated. Thank you. Oh God.
Hello? Who is this? Just tell me where they are!
Just go to the
Here's a boop for you.
Fuck.
Thank you. You will be back up there. I've changed my camera angle, so you're gonna be there one of these teeny tiny dots. That's the best spot I could come up with. Fungo bird, definitely. I missed that though. Was there anything important? Was there anything important? Oh my god. Expected that to last a bit longer. What did the guy on the phone say? Was anyone listening? Just go to the field? Evil Voice said something. Yes. Go to the field. Thanks, Jimmy. Okay. I'm guessing it's farmland? Field? Like, this kind of field? Is this a field? I don't know. The drunk guy is back and even drunker. We don't know if this is a drunk guy.
Hello? Are you okay?
Oh, shit. It's weird that he wasn't here the couple times that I randomly checked. That achievement says death.
Well, that's what I'm going to find out. Did you know the deceased?
No. That is, I've seen him around.
So you knew of him?
Everyone round here does. He's a local homeless madman.
Stay calm. Ever had any run-ins with him?
Only he came to the door once. He was asking for money. He was asking everyone.
Wait, I didn't know that.
Going to get you anywhere.
I thought we meant the time we gave him money.
I'm sorry.
That guy's the killer. That's the detective. But yeah, he's very sus.
So you think the deceased was the man sending you the notes?
I don't know anymore.
I don't think so.
But you did think that, right?
The notes led me to him. Who else can it be?
Who else? How about a man who had unfettered access to the children? Someone who no one would suspect? A teacher? Maybe.
What?
Or a father?
But the corpse wasn't there. Oh, really?
You can't think.
Yeah,
I'm surprised you mentioned yourself.
There was an
that you
update.
argue. Perhaps it might seem like an obvious solution.
I installed it.
Get rid of the problem.
You know, sometimes I guess it seems it would have been easier if I didn't have children.
That's not what I meant.
An honest answer from you, I suppose.
Detective, I have not done anything wrong.
That's not what I meant.
I'm just going to cut to the chase. Dean Hamilton, did you have anything to do with
I
the
thought we were like
disappearance of Ruby
struggling
and
because,
Hamilton?
you know, the loss of our life.
No, did
When I see
Fuck,
aggressively,
and I am pissed off that you are even accusing me of this.
The other option was the aggressive one. What?
You have no idea how I'm using every ounce
That
of my
would be
strength
you?
right now to keep from doing something I regret. I'll be back, Mr. Hamilton.
Yeah. Alright, Arnie.
Are you always the culprit though, Rick? Okay. Now what? We got the hairband.
One of Ruby's headbands. Some sick bastard is screwing around with me.
Of course. Okay. Okay. I kind of want to meet up with Alex and tell her about this. She lives in such a fancy house. And she's got some sort of horse under her roof.
Hey, Dean.
Really? Is it... She's just, you know, into the coding. Or she's on face. What? That's what I look like when I'm, like, into something. Bye. I don't really have a pointer where to go. I was thinking that, does she have this headband or something? Like, is that a hint? I guess not. What do we do? Like, would something have appeared somewhere? Call someone maybe. Right. The answer is always call Jerry. And call Alex. I'm gonna call everyone. Oh, from the media containing Sarah. Oh! So if I press that button while I'm like calling someone, that gives media about them. Let's try that. Oh, there's no media about Julian. Interesting.
No answer.
Makes sense that there's nothing of Bexley.
No answer.
If we can talk to Alex via phone, that's a bit weird.
Hey, Dean. How are you holding up?
I'm not. I've just been on a random goose chase which has left me feeling baffled. I wanted to tell you but just didn't risk it. On top of that, I have the police on my case too. A Detective Blackwell.
He did like come out from
What?
work for
I've
me,
had
but
a
that's
few
it.
run-ins with the Merrywine law enforcement myself, but never came across a Detective Blackwell.
This laptop was
May I run a few tests?
Tests. You're back
The
to your
kids-
hacking again, aren't you?
Something doesn't seem right. You have to be careful with who you trust. I'm going to ask you a question, Dean. Who do you trust? Detective Blackwell? Or me?
You actually.
I trust you, Alex. You should know that by now.
Ah, excellent. You made the right choice. I knew you would. Right, I'll message you if and when I find anything out.
Okay, yeah. Just...
She's adorable.
And she's gone. Brilliant.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of the conversation that I wanted to have with her, but apparently, like, she can't have that face to face, so... Search. Okay, did that make any progress for us? No? I love that Andy's room is just the bed. There seems to be nothing in the house. Let's try the den? I don't know. Was that always broken like that? I guess it was, maybe. I just never noticed. Okay. Nothing.
Hey, Dean.
Bye, Dean. No. Now what? If they're just dead end. There's stuff there sometimes. When it suits the story, there's something to interact with. I really don't know what next. Let's check that lane. That's the last place I haven't checked since the phone call.
Letter says, "Good. You are playing along well so far. Now go to the red box."
What the heck? There's like not many options what to try. Should I call someone else now? Why can't I call the detective?
No answer. No answer.
Check the laptop again.
No answer.
Yeah, let's try. Anything appeared here now? Hey, we can do a searchalize now.
Let's see what they've been searching for.
Finally!
Unicorn toys. Football league table. Are mermaids real? Flying discs. Why do they fall up? Where is my mummy? Little men at the bottom of my bed. Help me find mummy. Please, please. How to make them go away? Spaceships in Marywine. Is Santa real? Xbox games. Lights in the sky.
Why was he googling that? He had a PlayStation.
Does mummy miss me?
The things kids searchalize. I bet that's something that Alex would like to hear. Yeah, it does.
No
Come on. What? Is this the kind of thing that requires a visit?
Hey, Dean.
Okay, let's keep looking at... We could also, like, go to her room to check something. No, okay. We can still interact. Is this some...
Let's see what they've been searching for.
It's the exact same thing?
Unicorn toys.
I guess if you missed
Football
something.
league table. Are mermaids real?
Okay. Luckily you can skip that. Okay, so yeah, it throws you out of the laptop scene when when you look at that. That's why I didn't look more. It's as if they want me to do something based on that. But I don't know what. Let's say lights in the garden. Let's go check the garden. Ooh, something's happening.
Oh, sorry, Dave. Oh, God. You alright?
Yeah, fine, fine.
Oh
Any
no.
update?
Julian, I feel like I'm getting nowhere, mate. I've been everywhere. I'm looking everywhere. I'm doing whatever I can think of to find them, and I'm at loss.
Look, listen, mate. Everything will be fine. Just calm down and relax, yeah?
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
I know,
It's just-
mate. I know. Listen, I'm gonna go continue looking for him. I suggest you do the same.
Oh my god, the recording.
Of course. Oh.
It's very much all over the place. Sometimes you hear them fine, sometimes you really struggle. He's like the most fun character though in the detective.
You got a cat? You know, the Egyptians used to worship those creatures. Cats!
He's also talking about
I
Egyptians.
just thought I'd pop by to see how you are, Mr. Hamilton.
During my little goose chase of the notes, I found this. It's rubies.
Why are you only just informing me of this now?
I'd completely forgotten, Detective. My head has been a total shed for the past day or two since you began accusing me of this whole thing.
Well, regardless, you do know that keeping evidence can be seen as obstruction of justice, Mr. Hamilton. You do know that, right?
That is not the case at all, and you know it's not.
Do I? I might take some persuading. There's an awful lot of evidence stacking up against you right now, Mr. Hamilton. For example, you.
He says, oh my god. Can you guys see the... Is he an alien?
Are you even listening to me, Mr. Hamilton? You can see where I'm going with this, right?
Detective, for the 100th time, I am not guilty of this. Surely the headband means something.
What are you doing?
Sorry?
Let's not play silly buggers here, Mr. Hamilton. We both know that your little friend Alex has just sent you some rather revealing imagery, shall we say?
I don't...
Oh, but you do. I was beginning to really admire your confidence, respecting the way that you were playing along, but now you're being deceitful. You're trying to trick me.
Bring them back home to me.
There it is!
He's definitely something else if he knew the texts I was receiving. Oh my god, what? I died! No way! Okay, so, that is not the right decision to make. Okay, cool. I didn't realize you could, like, die just like that. Whew.
You got a cat? You know, the Egyptians used to worship those creatures. Cats! Unbelievable. I just thought I'd pop by to see how you are, Mr. Hamilton.
During my little goose chase. I know.
I just skipped it.
I'm sorry. Gideon.
Ah, Dean. I'll say this for you. You're the first of your kind that I've come across who has the guts to be so,
Dare I say it?
Okay, I did not like that he just scratched his head with the knife. Oh god, no, don't do that, no.
Why are you doing this?
Fun!
Like, that's a real actor doing that.
Fucking fun, that's why. Simple as. It's a delight to watch you breaking more and more as time passes, wondering what's happened.
No, stop.
Bring them back home to me.
Wrong answer! Can you imagine though if I did? Oh, here are your kids, Dean. I'll just be on my way now. Wouldn't work, would it? Leave it in. It's a game.
Game?
This is all a game. Have you not figured that out yet? From the little goose chase that I led you on to the way I'm mentally dissecting you. It's a game. My game. And you will continue.
It was him who sent the notes, huh?
Oh, I want you to suffer more before I finish playing, so you have some time on your side at least. Call the police if you want. That's if I even let you get through to them this time. See if they'll believe you. Anyhow! I think I'll be on my way now. Toodaloo! Oh, look, you must be Alex with a, what was it, a W?
Toodaloo!
Oh, you're so cute, aren't ya?
Leave her alone.
Shut up! You're lucky I let you live. Oh, by the way, I know all about the photos that you just sent to Dean. I am everything!
Oh yeah. Gideon was the god from the beginning, right? How did I die earlier? Because I tried to play along, and he knew that I was just playing along, and he killed me. The other option, the right option, was to confront him after
You okay?
knowing the truth.
Alex, what the hell is going on?
Do you have a cat?
Yes. Why?
Oh, I don't like the viscosity of this. I'm allergic to cats, and if I'm near them, I go all bulbous.
Let us see the
We don't
cat.
want you going all bulbous now, do we?
Oh, we do not. How can I help you if I'm bulbous? Think.
Right, well, now you're comfortable. Please tell me what you know. What is the deal with this photo?
Good question. If I'm honest, I'm not even sure myself. I've never come across anything like that in all my years of...
Hacking?
You're not going to let that drop, are you? It's not hacking. I prefer the term knowledge siphoning.
Yeah, and I prefer not to have the men in black kicking in my front door. Alex, please tell me what you know. Who is this Gideon? Who is he? He can't be a...
He's
not a
God,
time traveler.
but he's
I
evil.
don't think so. He's not human.
Alien?
Exactly.
So
See,
he's
I
one of
really
the
want-
aliens, because she believes that the aliens
Seems to
created
have
the
a
universe.
lifespan that lasts for centuries. He might even be older than the human race. Perhaps even the planet.
Jesus Christ.
Possibly. Who knows?
What do the people know about this? Why are they keeping this a secret? What do they intend to do?
What they
Took me
intend
like
to do
2
is
seconds.
keep it or him away from public knowledge. If they know that the public knows about the existence of Gideon, then their powers become nothing. Their rulings and orders become the equivalent of using a sausage as a hammer.
A sausage as a hammer?
You know what I mean? I meant that it's not obvious. Yeah, just stop it!
I know exactly what you meant. You're talking about using a sausage as a hammer. Would you like a cup of tea, actually? I'm using hot water as a base.
Water, see, that's the one. Do you know that they could literally poison us all by putting a neurotoxin in the water main?
Fascinating.
What tea bags are you using?
These
these ones.
See, you know nothing. Do you know that they release millions and millions of plastics? Each tea bag contains 11.6 billion microplastics and 3.1 billion nanoplastics. And that's into each cup. Each cup!
For God's sake, do you want a cup of tea or not? Oh, Alex, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That wasn't me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, okay?
$11.6 billion microplastics and 3.1 billion nanoplastics. That's a lot, isn't it? And eventually it keeps building up until there's a coat hanger's worth in your bloodstream.
Do you know what, Alex? You are enough to drive a man to smoking.
Probably less bad for you than tea.
So, where do we go from here?
That's our problem, Dean. I don't know. This Gedeon, the power he has. There are two of us. Two people, two mortals. Against a god.
God. But you just said it yourself. There are two of us, one of him. You know what? A few days ago, I had nobody on my side. Nobody. And now, here you are, helping. This means a lot.
We could, like, go to the police station and tell the actual police about our issue. Not sure they can help, but we could.
Where is he?
At this moment, I don't know. Although that's a lie, really. I do have my suspicions.
Oh, it's not.
As I'm convinced that he's not from our world, then the only logical conclusion is that he's from somewhere out there.
He's the one who took my children, isn't he?
I'm convinced he is, yes.
Why the fuck is he prancing around like PC Plod?
Fun.
Fun? He's getting his kicks from toying with me. From trying to break me. I am not going to let that happen.
We're not going to let it.
Wait, the eclipse is tomorrow. That's when he'll do his thing. That's when he's going to extract what he needs from my children. That's when he's going to kill my children.
Well, at least we know where he is. Okay, think. Where is the best optimal place to receive the full effect of the eclipse? And don't think Cornwall just because it's pretty, because we know he's not there.
No.
Exactly. That is the most powerful place. Front row seats.
But how the hell am I supposed to get to the moon?
Obviously, this is a completely hopeless situation, but I do have links with NASA.
Are we really going to...
That was a joke.
Okay.
I'm so glad you came along.
Welcome back to Merry Wine in North Yorkshire, where most southerners fear to tread, yet here I am. I'm outside the only shop in the village, which most people would call a monopoly, but here the money is flowing freely. I'll tell you, I've tasted their meaty baps, and they are very good. At the moment, the shop is doing a roaring trade in these special glasses, which have been designed by science to protect one's eyes from the majesty of the sun. So one can wear these and be protected from the effects of the eclipse.
Oh, hell yeah.
I am feeling safer already. Safety first. You do not want the eclipse to be the last thing that you'll see.
Okay. Really risky. So are we supposed to... What are we supposed to do then? We're not going to the moon. But we need to find the kids.
Hey, Dean.
Is the graveyard the only place where nothing's happened yet? I guess, yeah.
I really need you right now. I mean, what do I possibly do in this situation? Please stop my case.
Hey, Winnable. How you doing today?
I feel a loss. I really wish you were here. I really do wish you were here right now. You have no idea. I can't understand why you had to leave. Why? I mean, I thought we were in love, you know?
Right, so
really
she's not dead.
I really do. Mind you, all you puffing about with that garden. Never understood your fascination with it.
Let's wreck the garden.
Always about the garden. Garden this. Dean, I'm doing the garden. I'm doing the garden again. I'm doing the garden!
The wife is not dead. Or he doesn't even believe that she's dead. This is awesome. This is a game. This is a game, but it's filmed and acted instead of computer generated. They're called FMV games. Did we find a bunker? Oh my goodness. Oh my... Okay. She's 100% some weird alien as well. Oh my god. Yeah, we make decisions and we like try to find things and... yeah. Let's go.
There may be some kind of light source in there, but I don't know where that thing leads, so I aren't going in there without some kind of backup.
Okay. I mean, I have my phone. Is that not good enough? Am I holding a controller? No. You play this with a mouse. Although often you do play this with a controller, like these type of games, but this one you don't. Okay. Do we have like a flashlight somewhere? Let's call Alex. I can search here. What's this? Okay, cool.
Huh. Got about this. Jesus, still works. Handy.
Is he one of those guys who would like also look inside the gun to see if it's still working? Okay, we can try calling Alex. That's a good point. Devs say controller support is coming. That's good. That's like the only like bad thing about this game really for me. Because it's simple enough that it should be possible.
No answer.
Okay, we can't call Alex. I'm not gonna go to her house. We're going into that tunnel. Made in the 90s. Yeah, there were some FMV games in the 90s. Definitely. It's basically a genre of games. You can find more on Steam, for example. Even new ones. There's one that's been on my wish list for a while. It's called The Complex, which is funny. It came out like right before COVID, and it's about a pandemic, I think. Free to play, at least not this one. I mean, imagine all the like hiring the actors and everything. I doubt any of them are free. There's even an X-Files FMV game. There's one X-Files game that I really want to play. I don't know if it's that one or not.
There may be some kind of light source in there, but I don't know where that thing leads, so I ain't going in there without some kind of backup.
I have this.
Here we go. Let's find out just what the hell is down this tunnel. This is unbelievable.
To be fair, there's like a lot of games where like there's a pandemic, like the Division and First Story is great. I would like love to play that, but I'm worried because I have been spoiled one thing about it, and I'm like trying my hardest to forget it. The cat is alive, but it's not moving. Why on earth would I show you like a dead cat on my stream?
Alex? Yeah. You will not believe what I just found.
Okay, now we're calling Alex.
The only way I can describe this is Sarah's dungeon. No, not a real dungeon. Yeah. I'll call you back if I find anything. Bye-bye.
Okay. Let's take a look around. That's it. We got on like a SD card. Sneaky cat. It's sleeping. I think we've had this discussion before. At least I think it was you. Pretty dark dungeon. This looks computer generated. Okay. I guess Alex knows how to deal with that. So, let's go to her place. Would it be the darkest dungeon? Funny we can't leave the house from the back garden. I'm sure there's a gate or something. No budget for a real dungeon. Feels bad, man. Okay. Like you're... It was just last week when someone was asking basically the exact same question. It's like, is the cat alive? Or something.
Hey,
I don't know. Like... I'm just like very curious. Like, why do people think there's a possibility that it's dead? Ooh.
I'm not really sure why you're showing me that.
Really? Okay, fine. Like, I'll go home and look at it myself. I just thought since she's the hacker lady, like, why? Fine. The game was kickstarted. I don't know, like, what were their goals and how they achieved them, but they at least got the game out. So there's like many MP3 files, but most of them are broken.
And we're recording now. Right. Dr. Bernard Harper with Sarah Hamilton, 21st of May 2009. Session number 8.
Sarah, aka the wife.
How are you feeling today, Sarah?
No change, Dr. Harper.
No improvement since last Friday's talk?
Talking doesn't fix things. Words alone won't stop this from happening.
Okay. There it is again, this ideology that we're under threat from, and I'll quote you here, Sarah, extraterrestrial beings. Now, when I say that back to you, how does that sound to you? How does that make you feel?
I know what you're doing. I get the mind games aspect of this. Trying to get in here to see where my wiring went wrong. It didn't go wrong. We seem to be going on in circles here.
You came to me to get to the bottom of these thoughts. I'm here to help you, Sarah. Together, we can crack this case, so to speak. But I need you to answer the questions, and only then can we begin to see if we can make progress, get some closure. I'll ask again. How does the term extraterrestrial beings make you feel?
Fear. I feel fear.
And why is that? What is it about these beings that conjure up this feeling of fear inside you?
Dr. Harper, when I was 12 years old, my father disappeared. He left both me and my mother for 3 years. We had absolutely no idea where he went. No note, no clue, no nothing. He simply vanished without a trace. My father had made us all dinner that night. Pizza and chips. That was his limit when it came to cooking. I remember it like it was yesterday. As time passed, my mother and I both learnt to cope.
I think that's exactly what it is.
It wasn't easy. And then one morning, 3 years later, I came downstairs ready for school, and there he was, sat on the sofa with a cup of tea in his hand, watching TV as if he had never left. He had no idea he had been away.
I'm not quite following. So your father vanished without a trace for 3 years,
3 years, yes. I didn't know what to do. He was just sat on the sofa like he was every morning, as if nothing had happened. My immediate reaction was to run over to him and give him the biggest hug in the world.
Here you go, Sarah. Take a tissue.
Thank you. I hugged him forever. I asked him where he'd been.
And what did your father say?
He looked at me, confused. He insisted he'd not been anywhere, and even reminded me that he'd made us pizza and chips that previous night.
Where was your mother?
She came downstairs
Pizza
when
and
she heard the
chips?
commotion. The first thing she did was slap him. His face was a picture.
So, okay.
I know. Doesn't add up, does it?
There must be some kind of...
Oh, there's an explanation.
Go on.
On my 18th birthday, my dad sat me down to talk. He told me to pay full attention. Our family has always...
Go on, Sarah. I'm listening.
I'm sorry. It's just difficult to even put this into words without the inevitable judgment.
And why is it difficult for you?
I know.
Because it sounds so...
Because it sounds so... Go on.
Because it sounds
I feel
so
like
silly.
Yes.
I feel like pizza and
Well,
crisps would be less
It's
weird.
okay. It does
But
sound
pizza
silly.
and chips? What?
Alien beings aren't a real thing, Sarah. It's a combination of past memories and your child's mind filling in the gaps with make-believe, so that you could cope as a child with your father's disappearance. Making up these beings was your cope mechanism. And that's okay. But there comes a time when we need to let go of childish things.
I'm not sure they're on the pizza,
That's not
Rasty.
it. That's
But
not it at
I've
all.
seen that too.
These
I have
things been
actually
taking
seen
our
that.
family for years.
Take it.
It's been happening to my family through the generations.
Maybe
They
it was
need us.
just a meme,
They need
but
us
I've
so
seen
they
it.
take us for our DNA. They're dying. They're dying, and they need something within our DNA to recreate, replenish their species. This is what my father was telling me. This is what happened to him. A few years before he died, he told me everything. I swear to God, it's all true. I know I sound like a lunatic, but please, for the love of God, just listen to me.
Oh, Sarah.
Definitely not reading this from the
I
script.
think we should end today's session right here. We can try again
Why
next
won't you
week.
believe me? They're going to come back again, and I know exactly who they're coming after. My kids! Do you want proof? Here's your proof.
What is that? A scar?
It's where they implanted something in me, so they can come and take me back whenever they wish, wherever I might be. A tracking device. Imagine living with that fear.
I see. Okay, as I said, we'll continue this next week. And Sarah, please get some rest.
I've never had a pizza with fries. I don't think I've ever even had a pizza with kebab on it. I've only ever had kebab once in my life.
Just what the fuck was this? Sarah was speaking to a psychiatrist?
Oh no, just that.
Talk of aliens and abductions.
Like, that's the shocking part.
How and why were you keeping all of this from me? Something's telling me that I might find something else down in that dungeon.
Let's go back. Alex, I found an SD card down in... Yeah, I showed it to her and she didn't care. I'll hide Nala until like... Sometimes this game... Sarah was expecting this. Dungeon was Sarah's safe place? Okay, so they actually tell me when I have to do that. Okay. Guess that's like good to know at this point. Okay. Hi Fog. How you doing? I am not in the game. No. However shocking that may be. And if there's like pictures of me in the game, I'll be quite upset.
What does this button do?
Fog, maybe someday. Maybe someday we'll figure it out. But thank you so much for the 44 months. Let me give you a boop. Here you go. You got booped. Thank you so much, Fog. Such a long streak. It's crazy. Okay, what the heck are these?
7 metallic rings, each one engraved with what appears to be random letters from the alphabet. What do I do with these?
Maybe they go into a puzzle and we make up a word. Okay, I promise to go talk to Alex if I find anything else. So, I shall do that. Is an annoying puzzle incoming? I doubt it. And you have your name written? Does it have 7 letters?
Hey, Dean. What is that? It looks like it should be important. It looks like there should be more pieces. Go and see if you can find some more pieces.
Really? From where? Really? What? Am I going back to the dungeon? Like, no way. Have we seen something like this? You accidentally read the answer to this on the Steam forum. How many? Gideon. Gideon is just 6. She's probably just mashing some keys. If I were to guess. Am I supposed to, like, look... I have seen people type for real in movies. Don't ask me which movies. But it's one of those, like, when they show, like, the hands on the keyboard and the screen at the same time. They often don't do that because I guess actors can't type. Or I don't know why, but it's often filmed so that you really don't see. But, like, I've seen that. I've seen that. I went to the church before? Yes, I have. I've been everywhere for like 5 times. No one ever uses a mouse though. Yeah, I feel like if they do, it's always like the trackpad on the laptop. Like actual hacker computer nerds. They don't use a mouse. Like what are even the UI for? Like nah. We can search from oh my goodness. Yeah. Only commands. Only commands from the command prompt. And there must be some like hacking noises.
A metallic thing that I found in Sarah's hidden dungeon. It looks like there's several pieces missing.
Okay. That looks like the thing that we put in the things. And I don't know if I missed that the first time around or if I just literally couldn't interact twice and made myself a fool by going to Alex's first. But, those were some serious lens flares, yeah. I like it though. I think the lighting, whenever there's like the blue lighting, did you guys know that I like blue and cyan? It looks really cool. Nah, it's not because of the color. But whenever there are colored lights, it's like cool. I want to know what's the story behind that horse on the roof. Or is it a camel? I don't know.
Hey, Dean.
Look at this.
Alex?
This looks like the final piece. The only question left now is, what do we do with these?
We write something.
A metallic thing that I found in Sarah's hidden dungeon. It looks like there's several pieces missing.
Oh, they jumped here. Just put them all. Okay. I just had to yell at him.
You did it, Dean. But what do we...
Oh my god, it's a hologram device.
Your wife, Sarah.
Dean, I knew you'd work this device out. I always knew you would. I knew you'd figure out the truth. This is a message I recorded for you a few years ago. The day of the last...
How do you
solar
know?
eclipse.
How do you know?
I'm going to presume...
Oh,
you
she
listened to my
knows
tapes
because the
with
solar
Dr.
eclipse
Harper.
is coming.
So you know how significant eclipses are in my life. My family's life.
I only
I have the gene, Dean.
did the last
And so
one.
do our children. Now, this is going to be difficult for you to process. I recorded this message in the case that I was taken.
Who called it? Who
Because
called
you're
the
listening to
abduction?
this. I have been. And if I'm not there to protect you all, chances are they have or will have taken our children. Please, please understand that I never left you. Never. Now, this device, Dean, it can take you to the moon. The dark side of the moon. And I know, it sounds like nonsense. You are our only hope, my love. Dean.
We're
be
going
that
to
man
the
I know you
moon.
can be. Come and bring your family home.
Really?
Big look. Now, listen. In order to use this device to transport you there, all you need to do is...
Wow.
Wow, indeed.
It appears the message was too weak or it got intercepted before completion.
See you later, Fog.
What have I
Take
got
care.
myself into here?
Hey,
Bye.
you're not alone. Remember? I'm with you at every step of the way.
She really liked doing all this computer stuff from her bed.
I guess I didn't put this message up when I resubbed. Hoo hoo.
Oh my goodness, Shroom! Thank you so much for the resub. I am very much ashamed because I didn't expect so many resubs in a day. So I don't have more boops right now. I'm sorry. I will make more. I usually just like have a few made in advance. And then I make more, but like this stream. Yeah. Look, he's in the comfy corner. At least there's that. I will make you a boob shroom after the stream. I promise. Resub Vaganza. Yeah, it is. It is. I need to be better prepared. I just like. Is it weird? I just like don't expect anyone to sub, so I don't make like a whole bunch. Nala's here. Okay, what do we do with this?
Right. Let's have another look at this thing.
Nala's being very comfy. So Gideon is not Cuddles would fit. Well, thank goodness it doesn't make me like roll it down through the alphabet. Let's try Cuddles. What is the noise? That's the noise. Like, it's like, yeah. I'm trying not to press them too much. The scariest noise. I mean, it is a pretty scary device, isn't it? I'm trying not to touch them too much. Oh, that's like when he rotates the spinning things. Is this correct?
Right. Let's have another look.
I guess
at this
that's
thing.
not. I guess that's not. That was like the first 7-letter word. Should I listen to the recording? It was a long recording. Garden is also 6. It's not easy to figure out, really. This video, this 4th one, is just so...
she's here, is Ruby, look, with her mismatching pyjamas as usual.
Dad?
Yeah?
Shut up, Dad.
Huh, charming.
Mum. Can we play with some toys tomorrow?
Oh, I've got to go and do some gardening tomorrow.
Because she was obsessed by the garden, so... Eclipse is 7, isn't it? Yeah, Eclipse is 7. Let's try that.
Right. Let's have another look at this thing.
I have to like triple check. No?
Right.
Do you like
Let's have another
not
look at this
hear the actual physical grind? Not Eclipse, not Cuddles. What else could it be like very meaningful for Sarah? Really? That's not how I hear it at all.
idea that Sarah was going through this alone. She managed to keep all of this a secret from me for over 12 years. I'm not 100% sure how I feel about that.
What was my name? He said it in the beginning. What's the dad's name? Oh, what's the family name? Dean. Yeah, I was thinking like it's not gonna be long enough, whatever it was. Hamil. Damn it. Not. Okay. Yeah.
Andy and Ruby's laptop I bought for them after Sarah left.
Mentioned only once. Oh man, so is it like it's not in something that I can replay? Maybe?
Right. Let's have another look at this thing.
Maybe. There's the dream catcher, which is being kind of important. There's like the abductions. There's been the dad. Mothy, hello, how you doing? We're just trying to figure out which word we need to put into this. Maybe it's only 5 letters. Dungeon would fit, but that's kind of doesn't make sense, and it's definitely been mentioned more than once. Replaying sounds like a good idea, though.
Oh, what's that on you? Let's have a look. What's that on you?
Oh my god, Dean, will you stop filming everything?
Genius. I'm sure, like, she was.
Here she is, look. This is what she looks like first thing.
Oh, Dean!
First thing on the morning.
No! I'm in my pajamas.
So what are your plans today, sweetheart?
There are all these videos on, like, different weird
I
resolutions.
think so too.
Where are the kids?
They're in the den.
Again?
Yeah.
I love that place.
They're
Yeah,
it's nice
so
and peaceful here, so
our
That's
wife
not
has been
Well, apart from
abducted
you.
by aliens.
I might go join them in the
And
den.
And then there's this evil alien guy who possibly created the whole universe, who also took our kids now. Also, we just thought that the wife left us until now. And we have that device that you saw. And that's gonna take us to the dark side of the moon when we activate it. Yeah. The usual.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la.
Bigfoot.
That looks got Bigfoot.
That's my
Why
name.
Did you call me Bigfoot?
I just like the way it sounds.
That is also my
You know
name.
what they say about men with big feet?
Not in front of the children.
Ah,
That's 7 letters. Let's
Christmas,
try
guys.
Merry
Bigfoot.
Christmas.
love you all.
We love you too.
I forgot about Bigfoot. Yeah.
Right.
It has been
Let's have another
mentioned a
look at
couple
this thing.
times. Yeah, apparently there's something in their genes that, or like DNA, the evil alien guy needs to like extract. I don't remember why he needs it or wants it. But he has to do it when there is the solar eclipse, which is tomorrow at this point. Okay. It's happening! Oh my god. Are we in the moon now? Nice. Bigfoot made perfect sense. See, I was on the right track when I was like, what's my name? What was my name? But it was the nickname for me. I feel like Alex would have wanted to come as well. We're in the moon! I think it was mentioned when like Alex was at our house. I think. Like when we died and then she came. Mothy, I think I've heard of that. Like, someone's told me about that. But there was something about it. I don't know if it was, like, hard to get. Like, it's not on Steam or any other, like, common platform. Or was it that it's not fully in English? Or what was the... There was, like, some trick. Yeah. Yeah, I guess there's oxygen in this building. Oh, it is on Steam. I don't know why. Maybe it's a different game that I remember. But like the description of it sounds exactly the same. I don't remember why I like looked at it and I was like, that's not gonna work. I don't know. Or did someone tell me that there's like some copyright issues? Like, did someone get banned from playing it on stream? I don't remember. It was something.
This is fucking unbelievable.
Which made me go like, yeah, okay, I better not.
Moon. Sarah was telling the truth all along. And so far, it looks like Alex has hit the nail right on the head too. Whatever the hell this place
or
was,
maybe I'm crazy.
Catering for creatures that require oxygen. Huge vents were pumping cold oxygen into the corridors like no tomorrow. Ruby and Andy must be around here somewhere. I have to keep moving forward. Going back isn't an option. I don't like this.
Interesting, Marty.
I don't like this one bit.
Have you heard of the upcoming game 12 Minutes? Was it 12 minutes? I think it was. Nice. Like that one's also like a time loop game, and I'm very much looking forward to it.
Wow, look at you.
Hello.
Yes. I was actually shocked that you worked that out. Maybe I underestimated you, dude. As if. You're stuck.
Would be very cool.
Try as you might, you've already lost. Time is ticking, super dad. Keep watching the skies. An eclipse is nearly upon us. And when it is, it's bye-bye, children.
Oh, Nella's being very cute at the moment. Yeah, this is the alien asshole. He at first disguised as a detective, and we were immediately like, oh no, he's sus. I wasn't sure if it was like sort of the weird acting of this game, or if it was like the game trying to mislead us, or what. But like, he was definitely sus. But yeah, he's okay. He was like legit not a not at all a detective or anything. But yeah, he seems to be somehow related to creating the universe, and he can also destroy it. I think he said himself with like snap of fingers. Do we want to go right? I think he's the same guy. Yeah, Gideon. I kind of missed the point why he needs this, whatever it is in the DNA of some people. But I guess he like abducts people who have this feature and extracts it from them.
I need to figure out how to open this damn thing.
Okay. It looks like there's like buttons. Maybe we need to unlock it remotely. But this place will kill you. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, let's go forward then. I'm in a PC case. This is just a fancy server room or something. Yeah. Whoever built this PC did not like hold back with the RGB. And I like it. I should not go out here. There's probably no air in here. Am I dead? No, what? There wasn't even a door, so I'm not sure how that works.
Hello, Dean.
What? Yeah, I've never been to space either, so I don't really know.
Expecting, is it? Don't understand. Of course you don't. All this has been happening right under your nose.
The betrayal.
Oh no, no, no. I'm not Gideon. I'm still me. I'm still Julian.
Let's go this weekend.
Our meeting was never an accident.
Does the COVID situation allow?
When we first met?
At the hospital. Sarah just gave birth to Ruby. You were a porter.
Exactly. You see, we've always been watching...
An anime betrayal.
I don't think you quite understand the importance of your children.
Importance? These are my kids, and you're going to have to get through me to get to them.
Not a problem.
Ah! Oh my god, my mouse was on the other screen. And while the cursor could still be seen on this one, so I was like trying to fucking click on
why.
We need your children, Dean. We can't afford to lose them.
Why are you doing this?
What don't you understand? Without them, our species is over.
Species? But you're not one of them.
I am, Dean.
But what about our friendship? Our friendship, Julian. And the kids. The birthdays. Christmas.
I don't care that you're some alien. We were friends.
Put it this way. You'd do anything for your own. Yes?
Don't you dare try to
Hey, I don't
justify that
judge.
bullshit
I
killing
probably
of
would
little
not
kids,
be any
you
better at it.
I'm their dad, and I'll do anything to protect them. Anything, if that means killing you, then I'm past caring. I am past caring, believe me. And this whole thing that you've got going on here, whatever this is, it means nothing compared
Yes.
to the love I have for my
Look
children.
big. Isn't that always
I've
the
been to the moon for them,
advice?
and I'm taking them back home.
Oh, he angry now.
Yes, I will do anything for my kids. Anything!
Rip Julian! Dang. Dang. Oh, snap. Okay, we can now go left as well. Have you managed to message me on the moon? The one cell satellite just needed a little nudge. Who is this? Is this Gideon? 11.6 billion. Let's try to keep that in mind if that's something important. Uh-oh.
Gideon, let them go. You do not need to be doing this.
Also,
well done.
Since the gravity is lighter there, you could probably fall from a much higher place and not die, right? Isn't that how it works?
Because you need their DNA.
Oh, did he get impaled?
You don't need to be doing this. Please, just let them go.
Look out there. Do you honestly think I'd get this far and then just say, ah, fuck you, because you say so? Oh, you made me laugh.
Fuck, I can't move
Maybe.
my feet.
Oh my god. He was like, nope. Okay, I'm skipping this. What? Which one did I choose last time? I thought I chose rescue the kids before, and now I chose. Oh, we probably need some item. Oh my god. The bunny. Okay, what about the device, the teleporter device? We're probably gonna see this plenty of times. I don't know what the heck I'm supposed to do. At least we can skip the like. I'm gonna try these like both now again to make sure. Okay, it's neither of those. Flash him. Yeah, he's flashing me. I need to do that first. The keys. Should have brought a tea bag. What the heck? I can't like go back either. What have we not tried yet? I mean, he did write those, like, 2 of these notes. Do I just wait it out? What happens if you don't do anything? Yeah, we had the same idea. What? The actual... Something different is happening. Okay, this is the time to be texting. The timed event? Yeah. No connection, damn it.
2 more minutes. I'll allow you the freedom of movement.
Okay, game.
This will be the last you see of your children. And indeed, yourself.
Listen, I know you probably.
There's also Sarah here.
The sun to be this optimal, to be able to recharge, whatever the hell that is. But regardless, you don't need to be doing this.
But I am, Dean. I am doing this. Look around you. There's absolutely no way out of this now.
What?
Excitement is at fever pitch here in Merrywine, where in the field behind me over 1,000 revelers have joined together to watch the solar eclipse. However, it is not all plain sailing, as there are reports from the One Cell network that their entire network capability has gone dead.
Why didn't you just kill me?
You want honest answer? I'll tell you. Because you were so determined to rescue them.
Doesn't make sense.
Oh, but it does. You see, watching you struggle, doing your absolute best, getting such a...
Didn't you just kill me now?
Oh, no. You see, my game. There's one final thing you need to see. And that's happening in just over 1 minute.
Game! Game! There it is again! I'm going to kill you.
I'm a god! Neither you nor anyone can stop me. Are you really that fucking dense?
I'm going to kill you.
Oh, go on. I'll play along. Bring it on. Super Dad. No!
Use laser on Gideon.
Welcome to my game.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ruby.
Oh my god.
Andy. Quick, come on guys, we need to get out of here.
Dad, I knew you'd come.
I told you I'd always be there for you.
Mum is here somewhere.
I know. Follow me.
Okay, we just need to figure out how to open the door. Oh my god, that was amazing. Okay. Can we,
No signal. Not after Alex did her thing with the satellite and Gideon blew the damn thing up.
I'm not sure exactly what the laser was. Like, that was the extraction laser. Guys, that was the extraction laser that he was supposed to use on the kids to extract the thing from their DNA.
Okay.
We are now your head, Dad.
Ruby, why was Cuddles in your den?
When the nasty man came for us, we managed to make an escape from the house. We made it to our den before he took us.
Why didn't you hear us, Dad? We were screaming for you.
Daddy was asleep. Listen, are you two okay?
And he never
Did he
drank
hurt
again.
you?
We're okay, Dad.
Right.
We just want to go home.
With you and Mum, where we
Are they
belong.
supposed to be here? I don't think
I need
this
to
is...
figure out how to open
Yeah.
this damn thing.
Yeah, I think I need to be at the screen. And I need to know which item to use.
I had no idea that Sarah was going through this alone. She managed to keep all of this a secret from me for over 12 years. I'm not 100% sure how I feel about that. This torch will no doubt come in handy. The letter says, "Good, you are playing along well so far. Now go to the red box." One of Ruby's headbands. Some sick bastard.
Okay.
I don't need to look at Ruby's diary right now. Andy and Ruby's laptop I bought for them after Sarah left. I left it in the house.
Dang it.
Cuddles. Ruby's teddy. Her friend. Why was it at their den?
Well, we just figured it out.
My house keys. It's Sarah's transporter. It helps me travel, shall we say. I wasn't going to start playing with this thing here. The demand reads, "Play my game." The letter that Alex posted through my door. She could have just knocked instead. Bless.
So there is absolutely nothing that I can do about this? What? I tried every single item.
I had no idea that I'm not 100. This torch will know the letter says one of Ruby. The demand read the letter that
Imagine if...
I need to figure out how to open this damn thing.
Maybe I just use this here.
Sarah's transporter. It helps
Can I
me.
call Alex? No, she
travel,
took down the whole
Shall I
network.
say? I wasn't going to start playing with this thing here.
My house keys probably fit.
House keys. No signal. Not cuddles. Andy and Ruby. I left it. I don't need to look at Ruby's diary right now. The letter that Alex posted. One of Ruby's headbands. I had no idea. I'm not a... This torch...
Oh, there's a button we can press. Oh my goodness. Well, bottom button looks green. Did he press it even? Is it now that I've looked at that thing? We can do something in here. Oh? The sounds. Oh. Real beep. Brr. Wait, what? Oh, okay.
I need to figure out how to open this damn thing.
That's the middle one. The top one is the middle one. And that's the last one, so... Yay! You guys are genius.
Sarah.
No, it's a wait.
Yeah. What the? Come on, darling. Okay. To talk soon. But for now, we're getting you out of it, okay?
Please tell me about the device.
Of course I brought the device. How do you think I got it here?
Yeah.
God, how mental is this? Come on, sweetheart.
That's my device, Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
I'm so proud of you. You did it, Dean. You did it.
I thought you'd left me.
Never. Never in a million years. Oh, my lovelies. Come on.
I did
Let's
it.
go home.
Why have I got some questions for you?
Let's go home.
Ruby dooby doo. Take your it.
Seems there's still something happening.
Who's on? Bye, Alex. Remember, same time next week, yeah? Right. Right. Who's ready for the game? Oh, take
Who's that? Who the hell is that? She would have recognized it if it was Gideon, right?
Excuse me? I mean, you know, I'm sorry to interrupt the fun.
Gideon!
He was wearing another shirt. He could recognize him from like different kinds of images from like thousands of years ago. But not with that shirt.
You actually are rather determined for a human. With no fucking point in existence, aren't you?
Go get him!
No, no, don't do this!
What? I got ending 2. It was all a dream. Are you? What? What? Only the last part. Yeah. Because he's dead, right? Gideon is dead. That was fun though. That was like... I'm so glad. Everything is loud, yo! Super Mega Crash Bros Turbo. Why did it? Something's happening. Maybe he had clones. Maybe. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm very happy about this game. Like I'm so glad that it was just like over the top. Because if it tried to be like anyhow take itself seriously or something like that, it probably would have been just plain weird. Now it was like so weird that it was like super entertaining. Yeah, so that definitely leaves space for a sequel. I wonder if we'll see that on Kickstarter someday. That was great. That was great. Yeah, you can watch the whole thing. We've been live for 3 hours 20 minutes, so it's like a bit long movie. That was pretty great. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. It's like the only part that bothered me in like the bad acting was the Sarah's like the therapy session recording. Like everyone else was kind of like overreacting, kind of the same thing. But she sounded like she was just reading the script from her paper. It's like, ugh. Like, I don't know if she was meant to be like some kind of apathic, like she was in that last video. I don't know, but it was like, it seemed like she was meant to have more emotion in that. Yeah, and freaking Alex was great. Thank you guys for watching. That was very fun. If you missed the news, I actually got my PS5 this last weekend. So I'm gonna be playing lots of games with that probably in the near future. There's I think I counted 7 games. 7 new games. This was one of them. For the rest of March. Like that's a whole bunch of games for just 2 weeks. Basically new game every other day. Yeah, it's very busy, and like the game announcements, the release announcements just keep coming. Last one happened earlier today. Well, I read about it earlier today. So we'll see what happens, but I'll try to keep up. I'll try to keep up. Now that I have my PS5, we'll be trying Maquette. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. That perspective puzzle game, because it was free on PS Plus for PlayStation 5. Pay monthly. Yeah, if you don't have to pay like much extra, then that's a pretty good idea. I mean, I think the only hard part is like how to actually get a PS5. Because I waited for mine for like 5 months and 25 days or something. Looks super interesting. Yeah, since it was free on the PS5, I'll probably try that one next. Then there's also Mundown coming out tomorrow, but I think I'd rather jump into that like after Maquette, so that we don't have to play things on release day, but like day after or later. Rude, Mothy. Rude. Are you gonna pay me monthly or what? You're gonna have to pay a lot for me to not come after you. I waited for so long. Yeah, I'll try to be on again tomorrow with my cats. So hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. So you guys take good care, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.